Okay, welcome to this recording for the security system. I've already got my system up and running, so I just bring it up so I can start walking you through. So the name of the system is Axon Intellect. So basically our company Cryptum Limited, we are the East African and Central African distributor of this system. It's a Russian technology security system. It's rated the #1 best physical security management system for the four years in a row. So it's the system that I wanted to present to Golf Course Hotel for consideration to incorporate within its hotel. So I'll start with showing you the key features of this system. Why is it a system that Golf Course Hotel should incorporate? So basically the system works with IP cameras, access control systems, fire alarms. It basically integrates all security devices into one suite. So I'll just first bring up my cameras here. I'm doing everything in a lab environment. So I'll start by showing you the visitor counting camera. So what we do here, we put a camera vertically upwards at the entrances of the hotel. This one might be the main gate, or maybe the main entrance to the lobby. So with this camera vertically upwards the entrance of the hotel, as you can see on the top right, when a person enters in, the camera counts upwards. When a person exits, the camera also counts. So 163 is for people coming in. You see, as people exit, this number increases. 91, so this number increases as people exit. The number of people as they come in will also increase. So with this feature, you're able to have with this people counting feature, you're able to have statistics of the number of people in the hotel, number of people who have exited the hotel. So this one gives you more statistics. The other one which I'll show you right here is basically for the finance tuition of the hotel. So what we do, we input a camera vertically upwards the cashier's office. So this one can be at all the cash points within the hotel. So we integrate the point of sale machine of the cash officer to this system. So basically what happens that any transaction that is made by the cash officer, it will be recorded into the database. So you'll have a recording of a video backed up with recordings. So this way, when you have a crime scene or you have a case you want to investigate for a customer, you can just input the name of the cashier, and then you'll be able to retrieve information. So just show you how you can carry out investigation for using this one. So what to do, I just bring up my POS monitors here, and let's say we want to investigate a cash officer within the hotel called Mary. So once the system searches, it will give you here, it will put you all the transactions that were made by Mary. So let's say I want to look at this particular transaction that I have clicked. So it will give you. So for mine, I'm using for a retail supermarket, but it's the same within money. So here we have at that particular instance, to give you the video feed of what was happening at that particular instance. So it gives you a receipt. Then you can export this one as in form of a PDF form, and then so you can just export this one as form of a PDF. So the PDF is being generated. So now here you have the PDF format of that system. So with this one, you can be able to prosecute a crime, you can be able to analyze, and you can also be able to keep track the transactions within the hotel. So that one basically is. Then I'll go now to the other feature, which is face recognition technology. So this is how this one works. As you can see here, we have a camera input at the entrances of the hotel. What this means is that any person that appears within the view of the camera for 5 seconds, his face is captured and stored. I just demonstrate when this guy here with a cap starts walking. Let's just wait and see. As you can see, the guy is coming towards the entrance. The camera will capture his face, and it will appear here now. Now here is the face of the person. Now this face, you can add it to the database. Maybe it's you can record the database by name, last name, and a comment here. So how this one basically helps, it helps to keep internal. You can have a database of all the internal staff of the hotel, such that you can any person who works in the hotel can be the alarm can locate the person where he is, because we have realized that the most the highest risk to hotel security is in-house staff. So if you have a database of faces of all in-house staff, you can be able to track the movement of any person by just loading the face in the database. This one can also be used to monitor the visitors coming to the hotel in this way. Let's say there is the police have released a wanted person. All you do is you take that face of that person and load it to the database of this system. That means that whenever this person maybe accesses the hotel as a visitor, the face will be captured and an alarm will be triggered showing that this person is wanted by the government. It has just accessed Golf Course Hotel. So with this system, you're able to have to have security to have monitoring of security both for internal purposes and from external purposes. As you can see, I'm a system to trigger this phase of this person. So when this person has walked in, you see the alarm has been raised. So you can target an alarm as a blinking feature. You can also integrate with a hardware alarm where it just rings through sound. So it's the face recognition feature that we would like to incorporate this one for Golf Course Hotel, for using maybe in the entrances, the lobbies, and all major key places that the Golf Course Hotel want to secure. I'll go now to the other feature that we call transport feature. This is how it works. You look at the top left camera here that I have here. So you have a camera input at the main gate of the hotel, or all the entrances of the hotel. This means that any car coming to the hotel, the plate number is captured, the color of the car, and the make of the car, and the time at which the car accessed the hotel. So what does that mean? That means that you as the hotel, you have a database of cars accessing the hotel. In this way, even to work the same way, let's say a car has been stolen and you are also being traced by the government. So do you just flag that plate number within your system, and that car accesses the hotel, an alarm will be raised for the people to know. So with this camera, what does it basically captures the license plate number of the car, and then it can work. It can be used to automate the movement of vehicles into the hotel. Let's say all the executives of the hotel they use the same cars. So what you do, you just take those number plates that used by the executives and load them in the database. This means that when the car is coming into the hotel and the camera detects that the number belongs to the hotel, it will automatically open the gates or open the barriers. So you can integrate this one with barriers to open the gate. Another feature you can do is you can integrate the license plate recognition with the face recognition. That way you can have an association of the car and the driver who drives it. Below here is the statistics of the cars entering the hotel. So this I'm using here, but I apply the same even for the hotel. So basically what this does is we have a camera at the entrances. So as you can hear here at this tab, you will have the statistics of the number of cars coming to the hotel, how many vehicles are within the hotel, inside the hotel, how many passenger cars are within the hotel, how many motorbikes are within the hotel, how many. So it's when you have statistics of cars coming to. So couple the license plate recognition with these statistics of vehicles, you have a foolproof security solution. Another bit that I would like to show that will be handy is that this system it works with all IP cameras. It works with most IP cameras. It supports more than 3,000 IP vendors. So with this system, it also gives a person intelligent archive searches. That means that if you're investigating a crime within the hotel, you don't need to go and watch the whole recording maybe for the whole night. You can search maybe by a plate number or by a certain car. You can search maybe by the size of an object. You can search maybe by the color of an object. So it gives you more parameters to search the video recordings within the video archives, that you'll be able to retrieve evidence as fast as possible and be able to prosecute as fast as possible. So with this system, with this security system, the hotel will be able to achieve people statistics, face recognitions, license plate recognition. Then this one also has a remote administration. That means that the security head can have remote access to the system even when he's traveling away. Another feature that we have is called Axon Cloud. This one basically is when you're recording in the storage. Let's say you want to delete recordings which are like 3 months old. Instead of just deleting them, you just back up them into the Axon cloud, which is free. Another feature which I have is called perimeter protection, which I can't show here because I don't have a real camera. I'm using virtual cameras. Perimeter protection basically does is we put a PTZ camera along the perimeter wall of the hotel. What this means is so basically let's assume this one is the perimeter wall, yeah. So what this means is that anything that jumps across the perimeter fence or touches the perimeter fence, there we deploy a sensor and a PTZ camera on top of the fence. This means that any movement within the perimeter fence, the PTZ automatically detects that and it zooms to that particular location where there is movement. So that way we have to have real-time monitoring of all your perimeter fences. The other feature is we incorporate this one with all access control systems of the hotel. This means that you can be able to monitor, you can be able to have hotel customers monitoring. You're able to have who have accessed the hotel at hot points. So you integrate all your access controls, your fire alarms, your smoke sensors, this system. It means that you have a whole system that incorporates all your security devices. So this is the walkthrough of the system that I propose to Golf Course Hotel, and it's a hope that we shall be given audience to come and show this one to you at your premises, as well you can see it working, and then you can continue from there. So basically that's the system I present to you, and it's my sincere hope that at least I've tried to show you the key features of the system, and we look forward to doing business with Golf Course Hotel and deploying this system to your premises. Thank you for listening and viewing this. My name is Joseph, and I am the technical director of Cryptum Limited. And Cryptum Limited, we're the East African and Central African distributor of Axon soft security systems. So we look forward to having this conversation forward. Thank you for viewing, and have a blessed time.